What up? What up? It's your boy Stevie J from SJ Got the Juice TV. In this clip, we got Spanky Hayes from Nick Cannon's Wild and Out going at it with the OG WACK 100. Spanky says that Nick stole the idea for Wild and Out from him, and WACK saying it's all cap. I know Nick and WACK are pretty tight, and if you know WACK, anybody that he's tight with, if you disrespect them, he's gonna turn up on you. So, and this one gets really heated. I'm not gonna spoil it for you. We'll get into the clip. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Let's go.
Spanky. What about Nick Cannon? Is Nick Cannon considered
Nick
a
be stealing
comedian?
people's jokes. He be stealing people's stuff. He be stealing people's material.
Oh,
Give him homage.
Hey, Nick Cannon stole the whole Wildin' Out from me.
Nick,
How
oh,
about that?
Get the fuck
yeah.
out of here.
Hey,
Get
Wack,
the fuck
hey, Wack, hey, Wack, hey, Wack.
out of
Ask
here,
Nick
bro.
in the car. Ask Nick in the car by himself. I
Get
guarantee
the
you give
fuck
it
out
up.
of here.
Spanky,
He
don't
Let
did.
nobody
me
know
tell
you,
you something.
Spanky.
Let me tell you something, bro. This how I know that's cat. Cause
No,
Nick
that
would
ain't
have made
cap.
you.
I got
Nobody
Nick
paperwork,
would have
everything to
made you
show that,
offended
just like
partner.
a arrest. I got
Nick would
everything.
have
I got
made you
all the
offended.
evidence.
Spanky,
He
don't
know
nobody
what
know you.
that do from
Nick
my
would have
homegirl
made you a
Precious.
business
Hold on,
partner.
let Wack and Spink talk. Go ahead.
Don't
Yeah.
Nick
nobody
would
know
have
you,
made you a
Spanky.
business partner. Unless
Okay.
worst case, he'd have made you a business partner. Come on, bro.
Listen, I'm gonna
Come
tell
on.
you something. I'm gonna be totally honest. This ain't Sunday yet, so I can't say it's Sunday. But I'm gonna act like this Sunday morning. I'm gonna be honest with you. 2000, it was a group called the Other Level. It was four guys from Detroit called the Greyhound to L.A. Nick Cannon was my first friend in Hollywood. When we first started doing Wild 'N Out, we all had a deal with Will Smith, Overbrook Productions. We had one, Nick had one. 4 years later, Nick come to me and call me and say, "Hey man, I got a new show. I'm gonna put you on it. It's kind of like what y'all do." So you tell me,
Mm.
What you
and
mean?
I die for that. I die for that.
What you mean? It's kind of like
You in
what
the
y'all do. What
Matrix.
you
That
mean?
sounds like some clout chasing to me.
Yeah, don't
So
nobody
Yeah. What
know
nah,
the
you,
fuck you
Spanky.
no
talking
no
about,
cloud
bro?
chaser. It ain't no cloud chaser.
Don't
I say this
nobody.
in front of Nick.
Nigga,
He
that
know this.
incredible stopping you from saying what you
This
want.
man said it's kind of like what
That's
y'all do. This
incredible.
nigga crazy.
I'm trying to tell you something. This real talk. Real
Nah,
talk.
So you telling me you
you
own the
clout
show?
chasing.
No. I don't own the show at all. Nothing like that.
Yo, you know
Nothing
this
like
room
that.
is being recorded, right?
Yeah, that's great.
Bro,
Nothing
listen
like
to
that.
me. There's one thing I know about Nick. If that was a situation at minimum, he'd have made you a business.
Listen, at the time we
Bow.
was all young. We was all young, Wack. Nobody
Nick,
had control of
it,
none of that.
it don't matter.
He said Nick would have
Nick
broke you
ain't
off the
changed
chopping
up.
game.
Now
He
he
ain't
did.
changed
Listen,
up.
listen, listen. Let me
Matrix.
make point of your point that you just made, Wack. He did look out for me. He put me on the show. He could have just took the show and not even put nobody on the show. Now
He
let me.
made a lot of niggas from that show. Cat
But
Williams,
yeah,
Corey
but I'm talking
Holcomb,
about this
all kind of
before
niggas.
Cat Williams got there, right? This before any of them got there.
Kevin
This
Hart, all them niggas
this
come from the
before
show.
any of them got there. This before
So,
all of them got there.
so what
So
was
what
you
I'm
doing?
telling you is, what show was you doing
Yeah, facts.
that
What was
Okay,
you
you
we was
doing?
saying that he?
Nigga
He
took your
just he
okay.
just
We
he
was
just said it, bro. He said it was called another level or some shit.
we
He
was
just
called
said
the other level. You
other
can look
level.
this up. This is all facts, Wack. This all facts.
Okay, the other level.
Okay, so
Okay,
we in
and y'all was
2000.
doing
Listen,
what?
we was doing the whole Wild and Out show. We would do skits and rap at the end. We would. It was four of us. So when Nick got the deal, he was doing roll bounce in Chicago. I was doing comedy out there. He called me to the set. I went to the set. He showed me the demo. He was like, "Yo, this is what we gonna do. Just like what y'all do, but I'm gonna put you on the show." Now, let me just say this: it was four of us, so that means it was three members of that group that didn't never touched the Wild 'N Out brand at all. So, dude, that was like he took our show,
Yo, this gonna
but
be
So
on
let
nobody
me get this
cared.
right. So you saying that Cool Mo D stole how to rap from Curtis Blows? What you saying?
No, I
He
don't
just
know.
did it
Neither one
better.
of them dudes.
He just did it better. Come on, bro. We
No,
talking
no,
like,
no, no. Well, I
come
don't
on.
know who did it better, but I'm telling you who
Chevron
got the
stole
deal.
76. Come on, bro.
if
I'm
he
trying to
if
tell
he
you
would
who
have
got the
named it
deal.
if he would have named it your show, then you could say
Yeah,
that.
come
Other
on,
than
bro.
that,
Right,
you
but
clout
Come
chasing,
on,
gang.
bro.
listen, that don't
It's
that
Clout
don't
comedy,
mean the
my
chasing
same
nigga.
Nick
thing.
Cannon
Listen,
dick.
Nick's
all
an
right.
actor, a
I'm
rapper,
gonna
and
let
a
you finish.
comedian.
I'm gonna let you finish. Then I'm gonna say what I'm gonna say.
Nick is an actor, a rapper, and a comedian, bro. All he doing is mixed up the things he like to do on one
Okay,
flow. That's all he did.
so whack. Let me say this. Let me give you another point. Another fun fact. I coached Nick Cannon and taught him how to do comedy. Spanky Hayes. He
Yo,
used to
let me
come.
ask you a question,
Hold on,
Spanky.
let me finish. Let me finish. He used to
Spanky,
go. He used to
I be
go.
tripping off you niggas that be claiming these other niggas, but then
Bro,
when we look
I'm
at
not
y'all
claiming
accolades,
shit.
we like, what the fuck is going on with?
Nigga
Or
say he
you got
I'm
created
trying to
something for
tell
Come
you.
Nick
on, bro.
Cannon. You don't even
Listen,
got
how
Nigga done
about
200
did
this?
everything for
followers, gang.
everybody but
my
himself,
man
bro.
my man
How
got
about
three
this?
my man got 3 likes on his Twitter.
Hold on, man. Let the
How
nigga
about
talk,
this?
man.
How
Go ahead.
about this? You can love it or like it, but I'm telling you what happened. So
How
this
about
is
this?
what
How
happened.
about this?
I'm
How
about to send
about
this.
I just arranged for Nick to come on here, then we let y'all talk about it. How
Please,
about that?
please,
No problem.
please,
Ooh.
That ain't no
please,
problem.
There you
Oh,
go.
Oh
please.
shit, y'all.
Hold on, one mic,
No
y'all.
Listen,
problem.
Nick Cannon knows Spanky Hayes. Nick
Yep.
Cannon knows
I
Carlos
ain't
Hayes.
saying knowing, but I'm pretty sure he ain't gonna let the nigga come on here talking about, nigga, I trained you how to be a comedian and
I guarantee you,
motherfucking.
he say, listen, Wack. I guarantee you, he
That's out.
say, yeah, yeah,
Nick Cannon might smack the
Spank,
shit out of you, gang.
man, whatever, bro. Come on, now we talking about some money. Now y'all want me to make some money, but what I'm saying to y'all is, I'm a real street nigga that do comedy. So I'm telling y'all
Why you
some
let Nick
real
Cannon run off with your
shit.
idea?
Spanky, are you on these last
Because he had
season?
to listen. You gotta let me answer. You gotta let me answer. Because listen, this is how starving artists go, bros. And this go to everybody. We don't at that time in place when it was all going down, nobody cared. Nobody was mad that Nick got a deal. Nobody was mad. We was all rocking together. All of us. All four. Nick Cannon was like damn near in the group, and I'm telling you, because he used to hang around us so much. He was 16, I was 18. I was older than him. We would all hang together. And I taught him how to dress. You should dress like this. You should be like this. You should talk like this.
Yeah, he
Don't be
might.
like a little no, I'm not lying at all. This ain't no cap.
bro,
And there's other
let the man
comedians.
get his shit off, man.
Listen, it's other comedians that will validate what I'm saying. I don't gotta lie about this. I didn't make nothing from that except for the checks that I made. I didn't make nothing extra. I'm not even looking for nothing. I'm just trying to tell you what happened.
So this
That so all of us came from Detroit, the other level. We had a show. We was showcasing around Hollywood, everywhere. So, but we didn't get a deal 4 years later. Either Will Smith came to Nick and said, "You should do that," or Nick said, "Man, I'm about to do that. They ain't doing it no more." So he did it. And then here's another fun fact. When I quit the show, I would complain so much about, dude, you can't fire me and y'all doing my show. That's when they start hiring rappers to change the
Bro,
show.
if it was your show, would you even agree to just go on the show as like a
Look,
like a
sound like a
Dude,
hater.
we
character
was
on stage?
listen, we was all broke in Hollywood eating oodles and noodles, four niggas on one bowl. Hell yeah, I'm gonna let the nigga do it as long as he giving me a paycheck. Yeah, I'm because
Nah.
this
Yeah,
saved
but
my
then now you
life.
on here crying wolf though.
Nah, I'm not crying shit, bro. I'm trying to. My story never changed.
So
I'm trying
pretty
to tell
much
you
what you
something.
saying is you let the nigga jack you for your car and put you in the back seat.
Yeah.
That's how it
That's
was. That's
exactly
how it
what
was.
happened.
Because if I created
That's
some
how it
shit,
was.
if I
So
That's how
created
it
some
was.
shit and I was
Spanky,
broke, I wouldn't.
when's the last
I
season you
will
been
tell you
on?
this, bro. Like,
Just ask him,
like,
Wack. Just
listen,
ask him, and then say something.
just cause the nigga took your format and did it better, you can't say he took it from you, my nigga.
But
Fact,
you can't say he did it better because he added
fact.
me to make it
He definitely did it better.
valid.
That nigga like 19, 20 seasons in, bro. Stop the
Of
cap.
course, and I did 12 of them. So come on, man.
Nah, with
You
a
Hey,
gotta
That
hear
season,
what
nigga
I'm saying
stole
a
your
little
shit
and
bit.
and
and
employed you.
Hey,
Huh?
Spanky.
and employed
That's
you.
Hey,
some
That's
gangster
what you
shit, right?
claiming, my nigga?
That's some gangster
Twitter.
shit.
Hey, I never said he wasn't gangster. I just said he took my idea. That's gangster.
Stop muting
So,
me.
bro, you sound
Damn,
crazy,
bro.
gang.
So
So let
you
me
Stop
ask
got
you
muting
something,
me.
Spanky,
so you
because I
got
know
Robbing
Nick.
right
Robin,
So
now.
Spank, let me ask you something.
bro.
Why you ain't took another idea, birthed it, and knocked on Nick door? Because
Word.
you know if that's what it was,
Niggas say
you
they
know he'll line you up for it. You know that.
niggas say
Well,
they made hoes
to
make
be
another
honest,
hoe.
so to be honest, let me answer that, Wack. To be honest with you, I never even looked at it like that, bro. I mean, I wasn't even. I'm not trying to one up the nigga or nothing like that. I'm just trying to
Yeah,
tell you
you
what
are.
happened. No, I'm just telling you information, bro. We talking about comedians and how comedians
Yeah,
got
yeah,
on it
yeah. Nah,
to a
it
certain
didn't.
point.
I'm gonna give him that. It
Yeah,
didn't sound
it
like
didn't
he.
even
It
come
didn't
off
sound
like
like he
that.
started. Yeah, he didn't come off like he was trying to shit. He
No,
sounded
I'm
like
not.
he was. It sounded like he was just basically trying to say what it, like he said, what it was. You know
No,
what I'm
I'm not
Mm-hmm.
saying?
shitting on Nick. I love Nick. I just
Yo,
talked to
why
Nick
yo,
on
why
the
you
other
yo,
Nah,
why
day.
you quit
nah,
why
nah,
you love
nah.
him?
We ain't
Why
doing
Huh?
you
that.
love
So
her?
so
Cause
you
you
so I
came
can't
on
love
here.
Hold
him?
on. So
You
you
came on
love
Hold
here
on,
him,
and
listen,
but
started
hold on,
he
hold on,
talking.
hold on,
grew
hold
up
on,
and
hold on.
took your wife, did
But
Nah,
that?
you
listen to
hating,
me.
my nigga.
I know Nick mama. I know Nick know my mama. Nigga, I know
Oh,
all
right,
Nick
you call
brothers.
niggas
I hang
mamas.
with Nick brother right now. Dog, this is my family. I'm just telling you a situation that happened. And I'm gonna stick to my guns. I don't care
You was
what y'all
supposed to
niggas
keep
say.
that you was
I'm
supposed to
still
keep
gonna
that to
say the
yourself.
same thing.
Nick
Did
brother
y'all?
with the big ass
If
Hey,
you
shoes.
cool with
hey,
his brother, bring him on the app to vouch for
He
what you
said the
saying.
Oh,
big ass
I could
shoes.
call Gabriel. I could call Gabe. I could call Ruben. I could call Caleb. I know all of these dudes, bro. This like family to me. I'm just telling y'all the situation. If Nick get mad, that's what Nick get mad. I don't give a fuck
hey, did
because
you
he
ever?
know that I'm
So you
saying some real
trolling.
Truth
shit.
can't be
You
mistaken as
trolling.
disrespect.
Did you ever talk to Nick about this though, or did you? Is this
Of
the first
of
time?
course, of course. I talked to Michael Goldman about this shit. Ask Michael Goldman. Whack, you know Michael Goldman. Ask him. That was my manager too, by the way. Ask
Yep.
him. I'm dropping names
Yo,
like I
so
can't like not nothing. I can't not know nothing. You hear these names I'm dropping?
yeah,
He
I'm not
down
trying to
bad.
disrupt the shit. I just got one last question. Why did you quit?
I
Word.
quit because I was getting disrespected because I okay, here's a small scenario. When we moved to MTV2, it was a smaller budget. So it went from one number that we were making to all the way dropping all the way down to back new again. Okay. So that wasn't a that was a problem, but that wasn't the main problem. The main problem was the directors and the producers in New York and on MTV2 didn't really know the show. So we were like directing on stage. We was telling them everything to do. So one day I said, well, why can't I get a check for this? Because I'm like directing
What
and I'm like
why you saying
writing
we?
and I'm
You was
like,
why you saying we? You was an employee. Keep going
Yeah,
though.
Bro, let him finish.
let that man finish, bro. Then you can say what you gotta
because
say,
when I
man.
say we, you got to remember it was Afion, it was the first crew. I'm talking about the first Wild 'N Out crew. So when we had to go back on MTV2, we felt a little disrespected because everything we built up, we had to kind of teach the new people. Which I mean, I guess that ain't all the way bad, but it just felt bad at the time. And then we wasn't getting the money that we used to get, so all of that kind of seemed kind of like some bullshit. So I would complain all the time, like, dude, man, why I can't do this or why I ain't getting this or come on, man, come on, Nick. And then
You ain't
the
get your business
producers,
straight.
the,
And then
the producers were getting mad at
stop
me.
cutting this man off.
Thank you, Mom.
Come
The
on.
producers were getting mad at me because I was saying the right shit, and then it would go. I'm sure I'm not. I can't put 100 on this, but I'm sure they would have to talk to Nick eventually and be like, "What's up with this guy, Spanky? Why is he doing this, or why is he saying this, or why is he has this attitude?" And I'm sure he had to say, "Well, he was here in the beginning, so he knows. He knows how this show run and all that." And we wasn't getting like respected for that. So I was like, dude, I'm getting the fuck out of here, bro. This ain't worth it no more, man. Like I love this shit and I love being a part of this, but it ain't worth it no more. So when I quit, and then I used to say, look, bro, now if I quit, you can't do the same format, bro. You got to kind of change this. And then all of a sudden, Conceited comes out of nowhere. Then the rappers, this rapper, and then that rapper. And then let me say something else, Whack, because you know I got love for you, Whack. I'm fucking with you. But listen, I'm the person who brought Smack to the show.
Smack, what's
I'm the
smack?
person. Spanky Hayes brought Whack to the show. I mean, not Whack, I'm sorry. Smack to the show. Because now, if we all know the history of Wild 'N Out, what Smack started putting his best rappers on the show. Why? To change it. Why? Because I was complaining so much about not getting paid the right amount, not this ain't happening. I was mad. So I was like, no, bro, this can't happen like this. So they got rid of me and started putting rappers on the show. So the show won't be like how we started. Now we all gotta agree on this line right here that Wildin' Out ain't the same as how I started. I'm telling you why.
True indeed.
And then they said
And
because
that's
Sound
on
like
my
a whole bunch
grandmama.
of bullshit.
Spanky, I got this. I got a question. But wasn't some of the battle rappers there while you were there? They didn't
Only
come after
no,
you left.
no, they weren't. Conceited was the first battle rapper on Wild 'N Out.
Yeah, nah, they wasn't
Conceited.
there. They wasn't there
And
early.
Spank,
Nah.
is it true that they started reaching out to these like Instagram comedians because the less pay they didn't have to, and it
Yeah,
was like
because
more
you
exposure?
don't have to pay them. You don't have to pay them as much.
Yeah.
Like Afion or Corey Holcomb or me or whoever, a comedian, you have to pay them more because that's a craft that we doing.
Hmm.
The internet people are doing comedy from their cell phone. Like I remember when some of them dudes would come when they first started coming, we used to have to tell them don't look directly in the camera, bro, because they used to doing it on their phone, looking right directly in the camera. There ain't nothing I'm saying is cap. I go to heaven with the same story.
Yo, bro, where would your life be, right, if Nick Cannon didn't give you that job?
I would never know.
Nah,
I
just,
would
just
never
say where
know.
you would be right now. You wouldn't be on this stage, right?
But no, I was always on the stage. I was always a
How
comedian.
how
Now,
don't we know he would be on the stage if Nick Cannon didn't get him that job? We don't know that.
Yeah.
no, he didn't put me on stage. He just gave me the job. When he got a deal, he gave me a job.
I asked that because you said y'all was all broke eating oodles and noodles. I have very good listening skills, right? So if you
Right.
was eating oodles and noodles to a nigga giving you steak, why are we on this app talking about what he didn't doing with all that other shit?
Yeah, but I don't think, yeah, bro. He ain't. He
No,
not.
We're
but
He
not
but you
not.
saying
taking
it
it.
like
You're
that
taking
though,
Yeah,
it.
he
bro.
not
Yeah, you
discrediting nothing,
moving
bro.
No,
He
I
not
never I
discrediting.
never
Yeah, you taking
discredited
that
it.
shit to
I'm
a
just
whole
trying to
different
tell
level.
you what happened.
story.
I
That's
never
all.
discredited him. Like Wack said, that was gangster. Yeah, that was gangster what he did. That was my friend, so I went along with it. I was broke too, so I went along with it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but that's what I'm
So it's
saying.
like
Like you
whatever,
went
let's get it.
along with it and then you
Listen,
stopped.
listen, AR, you pushing it too
Bro,
hard. Like
It's
he's
not that
on
serious.
here just
Like he
speaking
just
his
telling a
truth. You
story.
feel me? Like we
I'm just
cannot
trying to make
change
it
what he
peaceful.
did. This is
You
his
beating
life.
it
This is
up.
what happened. Like,
Fight back,
goddamn,
Spank.
why you
Fight
keep
back.
picking at
Swing,
Nick
nigga.
Come
then?
on, Craig.
Hey, I'm in.
Yo,
Hey,
the
And
only
I
the only
already won,
reason
bro.
and
Get up,
listen,
Craig.
can I just say I'm gonna say
and the only reason why I'm butting in is because Spanky, you know you my guy, this lady killer, aka Taina.
Oh,
So
okay.
Who?
you know what
yo,
I'm
I'm gonna
saying?
just say one
So
last thing. I swear I'm gonna mute my mic, right? So
no,
I
AR, no.
despise people that
Just
take
mute your mic
like
right
credit
now,
from other
nigga.
people, bro. That's
No,
all.
but that, the, but
He's
you, but my
taking no
brother.
light, and you reading more into it
Yeah,
than what it is. Like,
yeah,
Exactly, my brother. Let me
it
exactly.
ain't
let me
your
let me
check.
clear this for you. Let me clear this for you. I'm not taking no credit from nobody. I'm just telling you what
His
happened.
story,
So
right?
you could take it however you want to, but if you ask me 10 years later or 2 days later, I'm gonna
He's
say
gonna say
the
the same
exact
story because that's
Right.
how it
same
went.
thing because that's how it happened.
And there's nothing wrong with that.
That's Hollywood, guys. That's show business, guys. That's how it goes in show business. They take just like in football. You wouldn't hire a 38-year-old punter. You're gonna get a 20-year-old punter. That's
Right.
how it happened. Like I said in the beginning, I was 18, Nick was 16. Of course, you're gonna pick the young one. You're gonna pick the young guy, which I have no problem with that. That's life. That was a dear. That's still a dear friend. Family. We all family. I talk to Nick Cannon family more than I talk to him. Like I know this guy. So he had somebody approached him with a deal. He took the deal, took the idea for the show, and put his main guy on the show. I mean, you can look at that as gangster, punk shit, whatever. That's what happened.
Him with the deal, not
I was
you.
broke enough to agree with it.
Hey, did you
You
feel
just
away
going with
about it
the love.
at the
But no,
Of,
time?
of course, but if you remember the first beginning of Wild 'N Out, I was the Stephen Curry.
Yeah,
yeah.
If
yeah,
you
yeah, yeah.
remember,
You
A
was
superstar on the
definitely.
show. That's a fact. That's a
Yeah,
fact.
yeah, yep.
and that was because it all came from me, guys. That's what I'm trying to tell y'all.
And
So
Ow.
you're
Why
not
and
doing
why
business with him no more?
why Nick ain't give you no
No, that's
part
my
ownership?
friend. That's my brother,
Why
man.
he
If
Y'all
he
not
ever,
why
listening.
if he
why he
called
ain't
me
give
right
Yeah, y'all
now,
niggas ain't listening. Y'all niggas is hearing what y'all
y'all
want to hear.
reaching?
Yeah,
exactly,
y'all
y'all
just
No,
hearing
said
no,
what
it.
y'all
that's a
want to hear.
Y'all
legitimate
hear
question. I'm like, do you have business
Yeah,
with
but
like
the
it's
man
something
just
to
The
said
work
it
man
on?
just said
multiple
he fight with the
times
family. Them
that
is his
they
ace bookers.
tight,
Those are his
man. Yeah.
brothers. All he did was tell us about how comedy went for him. Period.
that's
That's all
it.
he did.
That's
yeah, but
it.
But
I
why he
don't,
in
ain't
I
give
don't
you
hate
Punter's
part
defense, them
ownership?
niggas kicking to their 40s.
Why he ain't give you part ownership?
You
because I
got
don't
to ask Nick
because he
that.
was young and
Yeah.
I don't even think that. Well, if you remember, Nick didn't really own the show except the beginning of it. Like he had to sell the show. What about fifth season, sixth season? He didn't own it no more. So here's another thing that y'all can remember. Remember when Wild 'N Out first came out? It was three images on top of the Wild 'N Out. It was the guy pointing to the left, that was me. It was the guy in the middle, that was Nick. It was the guy on the right, that was Afion. Look at the old logo of Wild 'N Out, and you'll see
That's a
what I'm saying.
fact. That's a whole fact.
Yeah, you the
That's
OG.
me. That's me, Nick, and Afion.
How many
When
years?
Nick,
How many years ago was that?
I think we started in 2005. So the other level that I was telling y'all about the group, we got our deal in 2000. Wild 'N Out didn't come out to 2005. So y'all do the math.
And it's okay.
Yeah, it's okay.
Damn.
I'm never mad about it because again,
No,
because he
not for
put
you, Spank.
he
Not for you.
added yeah he added me in. So how
Big
could I be
girl.
mad?
No,
He,
not you. I'm talking
He
about
ain't
the
talking.
audience. So
right,
that they know.
I'm
What you
not
right,
say, big
mad.
girl? And it's
He's
okay.
telling his story. It's just like if I sat up
Right.
here and told my story and somebody keep telling me, well, why you ain't do this? Or why you ain't do this? Nigga,
Right.
you don't know what happened. This was like 20 some years ago. Like, damn.
Like
Yo,
I
right.
It
And
somebody.
we was
happened. He's
hey,
Right.
up
I
here
give
telling
y'all
his
another story. I
story.
taught Big Girl how to braid.
And
Now she
it's
think she got
okay.
Okay.
that. You know what I'm
And it's
saying?
Right.
okay.
Big girl, bro.
Yo,
And
so
it's
so
okay.
And it's okay.
y'all
No,
read
I
the
yeah.
fuck
comments.
with the
Somebody made a
I fuck
good.
with the comedy scene heavy, so I see what they do to y'all. I know Tiff, I know Corey. I fuck with D-Rays. I fuck with Mo Better Mondays before they became D-Rays. So I fuck
Exactly.
with a lot of comedians. You get what I'm saying? And I watch how this shit go. They give Kevin a lot of flack for bringing Tiff up. They say Tiff don't deserve it, but I watch Tiff go up night after night. You get what I'm saying? So
Right.
you
Hey,
know,
Tiffany is the epitome of a LA chick
nigga,
that's a
and she still
comedian.
live in Inglewood.
Don't
That's
be
my
that.
nigga. You get what I'm saying?
And
And
I love
D-Ray
her.
and Spank is actually related in real life. People
Yeah,
don't
Hey,
that's
know
my
that.
cousin.
DeRay is DeRay.
Yeah,
Yep.
DeRay is my cousin.
Hey,
His
Spank,
Hey,
you
sister
I
know,
preaches.
remember when I
Hey, you
ran
know what's
down on
crazy?
that nigga, I was like, yo, Spanky my cousin. He was like, nigga, Spanky my cousin. Oh, he was like, nigga, if you
mhm.
know Spanky, nigga, what's his father name, nigga? I was like,
Hey, all you
they
had to
got the
do is
same
say,
motherfucking name, nigga.
all you had to do is say Jesus, because I don't know my father.
So
So,
so
and he know that.
yo, did y'all see the back channel? See, they asking $100 million questions in the back channel. See, this is what I'm talking about. I just feel like you kind of, I don't know. They saying exactly what how I'm feeling in the back channel. If y'all just scoop
Speak on it.
scoop it.
Speak on it.
What?
Speak
Yeah,
on it.
speak on it,
All right,
nigga.
so they just said, all right, so before you met Nick Kent, didn't he have Nickelodeon situations and shit? Like,
Hell no. Hell no. Listen, this is what I'm trying to say. I'm gonna say it one more time. I was 18, Nick was 16. Okay. This is way before any of Nick doing any of that. He was trying to get in the game. His first manager, his name was Sam. He was an Arabic guy from Detroit. That's how I met Nick from his old man, his first manager. Before Will Smith came into the picture, before any of that, Nick was trying to be on what was that dance show? Soul Train. He would try to be on Soul Train, and they pick you to be on Soul Train. They make you stand in the line outside, and they pick the people who would go on Soul Train. When he didn't get picked, he would come to the jungles where I used to live, and we used to chop it up and kick it about comedy. And I taught him how to do comedy. I taught him how to tell jokes and how to take his style and say jokes in his style. This was like 2003.
So y'all niggas think Nick Cannon owned the part of Nickelodeon at 16 years old. That's what y'all
Hell
saying in the
no.
no,
chat.
we thought
Y'all,
we thought he was getting paid though. We didn't know he was broke. He's saying he was broke eating oodles and noodles and all that shit. So we trying.
Now, when I say oodles and noodles, I
it's a
would say me and
metaphor, nigga.
me
It's a
and my
metaphor.
4-man group
Yeah,
was
his
eating
crew.
oodles
Yeah,
and
his
noodles.
crew. His crew.
That's what I'm saying. But at that time, Nick was a rapper, dude. He had a rap partner. He was a rapper. He was not tied into no type of show business. He was trying to get in show business at this point in time. His first Nickelodeon job was warming up for Keenan and Cal. I was
oh,
there.
I
I was
forgot about
there.
that. Good burger.
I was there. Everything I'm saying ain't no cap. It's either you like it or you love or you don't. It's whatever, but this is what it is. So again, and it's no disrespect about Nick Cannon. I just was there.
Are y'all hearing that part? He's just saying he was there.
Yup.
Oh, I hear it loud and clear,
Oh, I
but
know
it's
it's
just
And
some
what
people
else,
intellectuals.
that
big
just
girl?
I
don't
know
hear
And
it.
what
it's
else?
intellectuals hear him. I'm talking
Hey,
about the
big girl.
non-intellectuals.
And what
Right.
What
else, big
else?
girl? It's okay.
It's
And if you,
okay.
It's okay.
Somebody
It's
said he was on Nickelodeon in
Hey, Spanky.
1998.
it's
Somebody
okay.
figured. Let's,
In
Hey,
1998, no,
hey,
no, sir.
hey, Spanky.
You know why?
What
You know
side of
why
the
I know
city you
that's
from?
not to be true? Because I didn't move to LA to 1996, 3 days before Tupac got killed. So Nick Cannon was nowhere to be found at that time. Spanky Hayes wasn't nowhere to be found at that time. We was all coming up, all of us.
Spanky.
So,
Well, Spanky,
What
can
side
I
of the city
find
you
you
from?
following me back, Spanky?
well,
hold
on
on, hold
this,
on, hold
I'm
on. Let
new to
King
this.
Yo,
I don't
King
really
Yo,
know
King
how
Yo,
to.
ask him.
Go up here and
You
hit
I
me
going
don't
to
up
really
on
know
twin
how to
IG.
birthday,
work this, but
Spanky?
I'm gonna get.
Yo, hold on, y'all. One mic on King Yo, man. Let him answer his
You
question,
coming
yo.
to twin birthday?
No, I
Say
was
it
just
again.
at.
You coming to twin birthday?
Twin. Oh, the DJ Twin.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know. I didn't hear about it yet. I didn't hear about it.
Okay.
Hey, Spanky. What side of the city you from in Detroit?
I'm from the West Side,
Oh,
Brightmore,
okay, okay.
Brightmore.
All right. Yeah, I'm from Schoolcraft Telegraph area.
Yeah, I'm kind of like same area. I went to Redford High School, which is Myers
Yeah,
now.
yeah. I got kicked out of Redford. Yeah,
Yo, why
I
G
went there for a minute.
and Dick in the comments?
Yeah, and so again, guys, I just want to say this one more time. This ain't about to make me feel better or look better or none of that. We just talking about comedians and comedy. So I put my spill in on my beginning of comedy was what I just shared with y'all. So we can argue all day. But I'm just gonna still say the same
Spanky,
thing.
we love you,
You know Kevin Tate, that's
Spanky.
my boo.
and
You
you
know I
can't
love
Kevin
me
Tate
some
from
remove
Kevin.
it.
You know
Detroit.
I love
Kevin
me
Tate
some
from
Kevin.
Detroit. That's my man.
I know. You know I love me some Kevin. That's my boo.
That's my nigga. I didn't know Kevin in Detroit. I met him when he moved to LA though.
Oh yeah. Hey, he need to be next up. Him and Donovan, they need to go on and do their damn thing.
You back in
And
the city,
Precious.
Spank?
Oh, Precious, that's my girl.
I'm in Vegas right now.
I was just about to say that. What's up, Spanky? What you doing,
Yeah.
Nick
Spanky?
Cannon
What's
was
up?
in Men in Black and
You
he
ain't got
did
no
Man,
business
Drumline in
Nikki, can I get a recap
2002.
real quick?
This
Right.
nigga is
That's but
man.
that's 2002 though. I'm talking about 90 in the 90s, the end of the 90s. This is what I'm talking about. Like 2000, yeah, Nick had now let me say this about Nick. Once Nick put his feet on the ground in his comedy shit, he shot up in the air. So that's why I was never mad at him because he grabbed my hand and took me with him. Now I could have been mad, but he took me with him. So it was like my only problem with Nick was, if he's Batman, I'm Spider Man. You can't have Spider Man as a Robin. You got to go get a Robin.
Mm.
That makes perfect
Yo,
sense.
so what you doing now?
I'm still
Um,
doing comedy. I just finished a blockbuster movie coming out soon with Wesley Snipes and Tiffany and Kevin and Gil Bellamy and almost everybody we name right now is in this movie. The people that's living, Faison and all of that. So I did that. I got a movie out on Tubi right now called Two Finesse with Zaytoven and a whole bunch of Atlanta cats. And I got another movie that I'm gonna do with Tiffany at the end of this summer. So I was retired for 6 years, so I just really came back last year, and so since I've been back in the game, I did 3 films and got some more films to do, and I'm still doing comedy, not as much as I want to do it, but I'm still in the game. But I had to get out the game, bro, because I felt like I had been disrespected to the
Mm.
utmost, and then so imagine so let's take Wildin' Out. Let's make this a person. So I'm gonna ask the ladies this. So think about your ex boyfriend is wilding out, and then you see wilding out fucking all your friends. How would you feel? You would feel very
Ooh,
disrespected.
hell yeah.
Yes.
So that's the only way I
Yo,
look
you
at
could.
wilding out.
This is the reason why I know I'm sounding like I'm at you, but it's like you was an employee. So if you didn't like it, you should
this
have just
guy,
stopped
bro.
working there.
Oh
That's
my
all.
God. You
That's
still don't
exactly
get
what
it,
I
Who
did,
asking
y'all.
the
bro.
question?
Yeah,
Who's that?
nigga
Who's
AR is a
that?
That's
slut.
exactly
AR
what I
still don't
did.
get it,
Who's
y'all.
that
But
about
it's
He's
to
how
okay.
old is he?
manage?
How old is he?
He not listening.
I've been listening to
Because
these
maybe
I'm
not
questions.
not
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's
listening,
not
comprehending.
asking no
AR.
good
No, he's
questions at
listening.
all.
Hey,
He's not
you must be
comprehending.
the number one wilding out fan in the world, bro.
Actually, I
Hell
hate
yeah.
it though,
He
respectfully.
embarrassing.
But you know what I'm saying?
He's
There
I
you
not
go.
comprehending what you're saying.
like
It's not
honestly.
sinking in. He's just hearing what you're saying and it's just sitting on the surface level. It's not
Exactly.
in. So you got to give him a minute, and like next year, he'll probably be like, "Oh
Yeah,
shit,
yeah,
that's
yeah.
I
It's
was."
kind, yeah, it's kind of
Big
crazy.
girl
Yo,
Hey,
stupid.
yo,
I'm
And
hold,
going
hold
that's
on,
to
hold
not
on, hold
okay.
on,
That's
hold on, hold
hey,
on, hold on,
and
hold
that's
on,
not
hold on,
okay.
hold on, one mic. Because AR, you making it seem like you really ain't paying attention. Because you asked the man if he didn't like it, why didn't he just leave? And he just said earlier in the conversation that he quit.
When did he quit? What year?
I quit. I quit. I can't remember the year exactly, but I
Was it more
remember.
than 5 years ago?
Ay, Dios
Yeah.
mío.
Well,
So why the
I'll
fuck are
say
we
this.
talking about this shit? That's my
Why,
problem.
why,
AR,
Hey, I'll
you
say this.
get it. He's talking
you
about
should
how
Look,
he
leave, bro.
started
Go ahead and
co-signing,
chill,
It's
chill
not
bro.
out.
Like, what
sinking
is
in,
wrong with
brother.
you?
One mic, y'all.
No,
One
I
mic.
just told y'all.
If you
Yeah,
don't
shut
want
the
to talk
so
fuck up
about
so
it,
and
just
let
listen.
him
go
So
finish
ahead
the
and
so
story.
let me clear
One
this.
explain.
mic.
Hey,
Let me clear this. So basically, kind of what I did in show business is some shit that nobody ever done. Like nobody ever made it to the top or where they feel was the top and then quit and went the other way. Nobody ever like in the entertainer's mind, that's like the stupidest shit in the world to do.
That's like
But if you feeling
suicide, career
right,
suicide.
but if you feeling disrespectful and you feeling like nigga, like again, like if y'all heard me yesterday, I said they told me the Spanky Hayes type. So this is the same thing again. If they could take your type and your likeness and your style and your jokes and your presence and your dressing, but don't
That's
fuck
because
with you,
yeah,
then what you gonna do? Stand there and take it? No. I couldn't stand there and take it no more. I took it a long time. No, so, but to answer the first question, I can't remember the year that I quit, but I remember it was during the MTV2 era when Wild 'N Out went to MTV2. It was around that time, but I don't remember the year. I'm a guess and say it was around 2008, 2010, 2012, somewhere
yeah,
around there.
yeah. Because I
And
think
by that
Corey
time, he
left
had
shortly
sold the
after.
show, right, Spank?
Yeah, he had sold the show by then, so it wasn't even Nick's show. So now me complaining to Nick was
And
for
Corey,
nothing
all of them.
because he couldn't do nothing.
And we know for a fact that he couldn't do nothing because when he said the little comment on that podcast about Jewish people, they clipped him, you know what I'm saying? And he couldn't even take it to another network or nothing because MTV owned the rights to the Wild 'N Out name.
Exactly. Exactly.
Yeah,
That's what I'm trying to tell you. And that ain't nothing
that's
against Nick. But
crazy.
first of all, why would you have Professor Grist on your fucking podcast anyway? You already know that's gonna bring and then, because I'm saying this because Nick is already in bed with Jewish people. He's been that for years. He's the exception to the rules. Like because he's put in his work and he's grind for years since I said already since 16. He was with Will Smith at 16. You understand what I'm saying? He was this dude has been in the game. He's been grinding. Nothing, no disrespect to Nick. So, but if you've been in bed with these guys for years, how could you say that about somebody like that? This is where your money come from. And if you think I'm lying, why Nick don't wear the turban no more? They made that nigga take that shit off.
Period.
Like nigga, first of all, you gonna talk about the niggas that's feeding you, and then you gonna wear this stupid ass turban? Man, take that shit off.
Hey,
He don't wear it no more.
I got a question for you, brother. It ain't about Nick, but you say you a comedian, right?
Of course. If you don't know that, then you should
No,
ask me
I
the
don't know. I
question.
don't know. I don't
You
know,
could
bro. I ain't
Google
trying to
him.
disrespect.
God damn. Oh my
No,
bad.
I ain't trying to
I'm
disrespect.
fucking with you. I'm fucking with you, guy. Go ahead.
Oh, okay. No, I was about to say, just tell us about the grind of of of, of being a comedian, like the grind of it. You
The
know, like
grind of the grind of being a comedian is what I miss the most. Because, like I said earlier, I don't do comedy as much as I would like to be a comedian, man, you gotta go on stage every day, man. At least if you can, twice a day, 3 times a day if you can. This is the most disrespected art form in show business. Everybody got an auntie that think they funny. Everybody got an uncle that think they funny. Some of y'all girls, baby daddy, funny as a motherfucker. So the rule of being funny to humans is like not a thought. Like fuck that, I can be funny. Everybody thinks they're funny. Everybody. So the grind of comedy is to go on stage in front of strangers. Anybody can be funny in front of their friends. If we all smoking a blunt, we can all be funny. But to go in front of 20 motherfuckers who don't know you and don't give a fuck, somebody in the audience, mama just died. Somebody in the audience, boyfriend just went to jail. And you make all of them laugh at the same fucking thing. That's power. But you have to perfect the craft. You have to perfect it. It don't just come. You get like me. I've been retired for years. I don't expect to just go on stage and get a standing ovation. When I'm half as funny as I used to be, I feel good because I know this is a fucking grind. D-Ray, let's go back to D-Ray. D-Ray goes on stage every day. If you
Right.
follow him on Instagram, you see he's in another city or another stage every fucking day. And that ain't for money. That's for him to keep that position that he got.
Mm-hmm.
Because the next guy could be just as funny. Okay, back to Dave Chappelle, and this ain't no dirt on Dave Chappelle. I love Dave Chappelle, a good friend of mine. Dave Chappelle never lets me open up for him because of one incident at the Improv years ago. I was just on fire, just smoked a blunt, high as a motherfucker, feeling good. I go up right before Dave Chappelle and catch fire. When he get on stage, he don't do Dave Chappelle good. He come up to me and buy me a drink, but that's what niggas do when they kind of don't feel you like that. He come up and buy me a drink and start asking me questions. So when you start, because he want to know about me, not like who's this funny motherfucker I don't know. That can hurt you. Like you could go in front of a funny motherfucker and they either gonna do two things: tell niggas don't fuck with you because you funny and they couldn't follow you, or they gonna take everything that they heard you say that fit them and they gonna do it.
Bro, I ain't
Say it
gonna
again.
hold
Say
you.
that
I
shit
ain't gonna
again,
hold
Spank.
you, bro. I ain't
Say
gonna
that shit
hold you, bro.
again.
But you putting too much power in other people's hands, bro, for
No,
your
bro, this is
career.
the game. This is the
Even
game.
know.
This ain't
Stop
Nah, you
talking
put
Target.
to
too
him.
much
Young
power in
brother,
other
young
people's
brother.
hands,
This
Stop
ain't
talking
Target.
bro.
This ain't Walmart we talk
You
about.
just gotta get your business straight. That's all. Like you
to him.
just
Oh
We
my
all
you,
do. We
yeah,
all do.
you putting too much power in other people's hands for your
But
career, bro.
but this is what I'm trying to tell you, young brother. You obviously
Respectfully.
don't know anything about what I'm
time.
telling you about.
Nah, I
That's
do. Like,
no,
but
you
You
don't.
can't
you really
you can't you can't know about it if you just said that to me. The reason why older comedians, like we said, Will not Will Smith, but Eddie Griffin, we mentioned Eddie Griffin earlier. The reason why Eddie Griffin would let a Spanky Hayes open up for him because he ain't locked into the streets. He don't know what he probably don't fuck with Instagram. He probably don't know what a TikTok is. So he hear you hear the young youth talk about what's going on in their life so you can get up to speed to what's going on.
why,
That's
why
just how it go.
why don't you just build your
I didn't make that. I didn't make that rule. That's just the rule that
why
never
don't you
changed.
build your platform so they could open up for you though?
Yeah, but Eddie Griffin opening up for me don't make sense to Eddie Griffin.
Cause I heard of Eddie Griffin. I ain't never heard of you, bro. Respectfully, like.
I mean, and that's fine. But to me, it
Hey,
don't
but
seem like you
I'll
got
chime
your
So
in on
you
the
shuffle
Eddie
put
ain't
so
big
let
Griffin
me
enough.
shit.
ask you a question.
Nigga,
Fuck.
hold on. Let me chime in on the Eddie Griffin shit because nigga Spanky had me out and where was we at? Like Connecticut or some shit. And he opened up for Eddie. Nigga, he had us backstage with Eddie. We was in Eddie's private dressing room smoking weed and all that shit. So I
Yeah.
already seen how Eddie treat Spank. He was calling all of us nephew after
But you
Spank was like, yo,
explaining
this is my
something to
family. So
somebody who ain't did their own research. Like everybody know about
Bro.
Spanky. If not, you
Everybody
could
know
Google
about
it.
Spanky,
What the
bro.
fuck? This
Bro,
nigga
Nah,
young
me.
and just don't know.
You must
yeah,
be like
so
Most
13 or
kids
something.
used to
I'm
read.
But that's
Motherfuckers
That
fine.
nigga ain't
don't
hit
question
Yo,
puberty
who
nothing.
yet.
the fuck is this nigga, yo?
The
it's
nigga just
crazy
But
saying,
how
I'm just saying, bro.
non-comedians
Like, I'm
can
just
tell
saying,
a
bro.
professional
It sound like
comedian
you putting a
about the
lot of
game.
power in other
It's a
people's
lot of
hands.
weirdos on
Oh,
stage. Y'all
okay.
need to
hey,
get
but
these
that hey,
weirdos off
listen.
Like,
stage.
it's
Hey,
not
hey,
even
let me
that.
clear
Peace.
this up.
It's a gang of weirdos.
Hey, let
Okay,
me clear
bro.
this up for the brother. Let me clear this up for the
He
brother.
he started
Listen,
he
the
started
power.
Nick Cannon and he made Dave Chappelle nervous.
Hey,
That's
hold on. Let me speak. Let him speak.
Okay, so let me just try to clear it up a little bit more for you, brother. So when you say the power, let me say this. This it's an unknown power that we all have that we tap into. Some people don't even know how to tap into it. Some people we look at people and that inspire us to tap into it. So what I'm saying to you is even though a king, let's go from a king that rules the land, it's no way possible that the king knows every fucking thing that's going on. He has to go reach out to the people and have somebody from the people come to him, get close to him, so he can understand what's going on. I'm saying that to say this: we, the power is in the tongue, bro. Like the youth is the power. It's the your young mind doing putting something towards what I already do is the power, bro. Like you could talk about. You could talk about rappers that I don't know nothing about. You could talk about situations that I don't know nothing about because I'm older than you and my life is different. Right now, I got a wife and kids. That's what I focus on 90% of the time.
Hey,
So I don't know what comedians are talking about. I don't know what they're doing. Like I said earlier, I don't do comedy as much as I want to. So I don't know what they're talking about. I don't know, but I won't know. I won't get that power. I won't be able to tap into it until I go to the comedy clubs and see what they're talking about. But that's my fault because I don't watch comedians. So
hey,
I don't know. I don't want to know what they're talking about. I only want to know what I'm talking about. I only care about my powers within me that I can reach and touch. I don't care about nobody else's power because it's only one person who gets the gig. Now let me break this down real fast. It's only one, especially for black comedians. So let's go back to Mike Epps. Mike Epps was the king of the world about 10, 12, 15 years ago. King of the world. Okay, so after Mike Epps, it was the first Kevin Hart. Not the Kevin Hart now. It's the first Kevin Hart, the soul playing Kevin Hart, the movie that he did with Dame Dash and them, Paper Soldiers, Kevin Hart. Okay, so they couldn't sell Kevin. So what did they do? They got Cat. They took it from Kevin, gave it to Cat Williams. Cat Williams was uncontrollable. They could not control Cat Williams. Whatever they no, I don't give. I don't care about what you saying. I'm not doing what you say. So they did. So they got tired of Cat. They took it from Cat and gave it back to Kevin. So that just lets you know, bro, it's only one position. Niggas like Dave Chappelle already got his position. Niggas like Steve Harvey already got their position. I'm talking about the people who still fighting for position. Martin Lawrence been had it. He never was in that fight. He been had his position. I'm talking about niggas that's still fighting for a position. Cat Williams not no more, but as I said, they already gave it to him and took it from him.
Okay,
Uh,
be a
Kev-
position. That's all I'm saying. That's all.
Kevin Hart already had it twice. Since I've been a comedian, I've never seen
All
somebody
right,
blow up twice.
and just like they fought, you could fight too, bro.
hey,
Like,
And that's
I
it,
got a
bro.
question
It
for
ain't
you.
this,
What you
this
think
ain't
he's
nothing you can
doing?
control.
that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying about power. Like
It's
Jordan be
okay.
trying to
What
score.
the
Yeah,
This
fuck
hold
you
nigga
on.
think he's
trying to
doing? Is he
stop him.
not
Good
working? What
question.
are you talking about?
Why
Let me
y'all
ask you a
talking
question
at
though.
the
But
wrong
you mentioned Michael Jordan, but Michael Jordan
now?
didn't really check nobody. Dan Marley, come on, my nigga. Come on. You can't bring that up in this situation. It's not
Yeah.
the same thing,
Hey,
bro.
let me ask you a question though. I know you said you was getting
I'm gonna
frustrated.
get on you later for that Jordan slander.
Nah, nah.
Uh,
I'm
Hey,
you,
saying. I'm
Kobe
saying.
Real
Bryant to
talk.
go.
I'm
hey,
saying
listen though,
Jordan.
listen.
Jordan. When Jordan
I
tries to
understand you
score,
said
people
you was
try to
getting
stop
frustrated
him
because
from
how you was
scoring.
cheating.
Like
And you,
he's not complaining about niggas trying to stop
What
him
are
from
you
He
scoring.
doing?
ain't
He's scoring on
complaining,
niggas.
nigga. He telling you a story.
That's it.
yeah,
What are you
nah,
doing
I'm
What
with
talking
your
about you
career?
said you was getting. Listen, you said you was getting frustrated and you just quit. What was your plan in quitting, or did you just was like, man, fuck this? I'm tired of being mistreated and misused, and I just quit. Or did you have some kind of plan that you wanted to go
It's
about? You
tired of
know,
not being respected. Y'all not listening. God damn.
Yeah.
That was a real
Let
question
it
right there.
sink in, brother. Just
It's
listen,
not
brother.
out. You know,
ending. Are y'all
listen,
listening to
time
my
out. He said he quit. I've been fucking listening to what he's saying, but I'm asking when he got mad and frustrated for being mistreated, did he quit and have something else that he wanted to do, or was he just sick of the
just
bullshit
stopped?
and was like, quit, I'm done?
Yeah,
He
that's a
just
real
stopped.
question right there, Spank.
He said he just stopped. Y'all didn't hear him when he said that? He stopped. 2008, 9, 12. He stopped.
Like when
Yeah,
Jordan
just listen,
retired, he
brother.
just stopped.
Just
He started, he wanted
listen.
to go baseball. He went to do baseball. Jordan retired. He was like, fuck it, I'm done.
Yo, this is how wild Clubhouse is, though, right? You
Look,
get
this
a
is
dude.
what's
Hold on,
Yeah.
crazy.
hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on,
Everybody's
real quick, real
mind
quick,
is
real
all
quick,
over the place
because
instead of just listening
because
to the story and stop trying
and
to pick it apart. Fuck.
that's what I'm saying. Nigga get on here and express himself, tell his truth, give